Today, we're going to show you how you can find hidden business opportunities in your product and become a high value UX designer. The key is really being able to identify the connections between objects, which, we know all about. But you want to do that early on and naturally mirror how people understand and interact with your product space. But before we dive into kind of that how, I'm going to start and share with you a real life example of an app I started using and that does a great job of illustrating this. And we're going to dive in and show some new opportunities. I'm going to see what you can kind of point out and find for them as well.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So have you heard of the app called Planta?
Is it for planting?
It is. It is. It's for plants.
Oh, cool.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard of it, but I'm good at guessing.
Yeah. Do you use any apps for like keeping up like on the care of your plants, like
Nope.
watering
They
them?
get watered once a week, no matter what type of plant.
Oh,
all of them.
That's better than me.
All of them once a week on a schedule. The cactuses, the pothos, everybody gets watered. One. Sometimes they get a little bit more water, a little bit less water, but no. But I feel ChatGPT. ChatGPT
What
helps.
about it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
ask ChatGPT lots of questions about plants, but if there's a problem, because you can take a picture and it'll tell you what's wrong with it.
All right, I've got to try that. I got to compare.
Yes.
Let's see if that's better than this app. So I was just curious, like I only have pretty much like snake plants and like this plant behind me, which I couldn't even tell you what it is. So like I find my tried and true plant that I know I won't kill, but I've been wanting to, find some other plants. And me, I love like reviewing a new app.
Mhm.
And so I downloaded this Planta. And from what I can tell, the whole purpose is to help you care for plants better, learn about them. It's got like a wealth of knowledge, helps you identify plants, like you're saying. I'm sure they're using some sort of AI with it, learning how much light and water and nutrients, just whatever you need to help it thrive. And actually, like, I'm really not surprised, I guess. I don't know. It's a good experience. I'm like having a great time. I'm on the edge of buying the pro version to try it out, but I haven't yet. But I did come across last night a pretty big missed business opportunity because of a isolated object. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Okay. So you can search for plants, which that's what I did first. And here's my favorite snake plant, actually, because it's the one plant I can keep alive. So when you come here, it's great. I mean, a really good organization of information from my perspective. I can see like these icons. If it's toxic, like that's something that's really important for me with 2 cats and a dog. I want to know if it's toxic or not. So I'm getting a lot of good information. We got about water,
NASA
about
loves
light.
it.
What was that? NASA does?
Oh yeah, fact right there.
And then we've got even some action. So I won't get too much into the details on this page, but we can add the plant, which is like adding it to your list of my plants now. We also have buy.
Okay.
I can buy the plant, which is great. Maybe I want to buy it, right? Now, let's say though, I don't know what plant I want to buy and I want to browse some plants. I'm going to come over here to plants. Here are some plants I can buy. Let's see. Maybe I can even find that snake. There we go. I can find the snake plant. I want to buy one. When I go here, how do I find out if this is toxic or not for my cats?
We're
isolated objects.
So it's like we have 2 detail pages. Do we?
Well, what I was thinking was this is a product and the other was the plant itself. And the product, so on the plant page, we have a good connection to the product. They're linked. But from this, like on my product listing page, when I go into the product detail, I now am disconnected from all of that great information.
And there's no way, like you can't click on the picture or anything like that.
Nope.
Oh,
I can bring it larger.
Okay.
I can add to cart. I can choose a size.
Yeah. And so if you were on the other screen where you would click buy, would you end up there?
Yes, you do end up there. So let me go do that. So if I search plant, I go to snake plant. If I click buy down here, it just pulls it up.
Comes up. Okay.
So I know why they did it. They're reusing it. So this is where I'm starting to think maybe they're going to get to that. But this is what I mean why a lost business opportunity, because there could be a great strategy around, like, I got frustrated if I can't see if I'm going to actually purchase plants, which, they could be making money off of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't see any of that good metadata and information about this plant. Like, what if I wanted this one? Is this one toxic? I'm not going to buy it. I now
Right.
have to go search for it.
So yeah, and it's like it's missing. So I have so many questions. So many questions. So when
I know.
you
All right.
go to when you're looking at the products at that product listing page, can
Mm-hmm.
I like filter or sort or anything by like how much light? Like, so for example, I want a plant for the low light corner over here. Show me the plants that have low light.
I don't see that.
Okay.
It's just a list
Interesting.
of.
And again, that might be they might be getting to that, but that seems like
Mm-hmm.
to be able to like filter and sort by that metadata seems really, really helpful
Yes.
when I'm trying to decide what plant is going to go where and what's going to be good for my environment. Um,
Exactly. Say I want to buy a whole set of plants. I just moved into a new place. I have a big sunny living room and I don't know. I've never had that before. What plants can I get?
mhm. The other thing here that I thought of for a second, I was like, wait a second, is a plant and a
Mm-hmm.
product a one-to-one relationship? Are they the same
But,
thing? But
uh-huh.
that one, okay, so that one looks like there's only the one size, but some of them, yeah, they
Yeah.
have the
That's
multiple
where I was
sizes
thinking
where the
too.
price changes. So it's
Yeah.
definitely a plant has probably 0 to many products because maybe some plants that they feature, they don't actually sell. They don't have the product for some they have once and they have, so that's probably that 0 to many relationship, I'm guessing.
Yes. And you're going exactly where I want to be which is modeling this out for, like, okay, what are those many are there many relationships? What is, and I don't know. I started to think of like personalized recommendations as an opportunity that they're not tapping into, like calling out if this, like I mentioned, kind of will this work in a room? Because one piece, let me go back over here to my rooms. So I can put in my living room and I can have, like,
Mm.
it's part sun, it's indoor, there are two plants. So how cool if here, well, okay, it has
It has
recommended
it has
plants,
recommended plants based
but can
on.
I buy it? This one I can't buy. So maybe they just don't sell it.
But that is cool. So they are connecting that there where they are saying a
Uh-huh.
room has many plants that you have. And this honestly should probably be recommended products.
Well, I don't, yeah, but it sounds like not every plant
Yeah.
has a product you
Okay.
can
All
buy.
right.
But
That's
that,
fair.
I think a good business, like they should, maybe this is just ones you can buy, right?
Right.
Like,
Well, but that's kind of them. That is kind of them to recommend plans that they're not
yes,
offering. So that's a trust
yes.
thing. I enjoy that. Like, um, but
And
it would be
also,
interesting
yeah.
to for them to pull that information through to have
Mhm.
like two products available. So to be able to say golden pothos, that I'm looking at a plant card with golden
Oh,
pothos, but I can pull in that metadata of number of products available. So it could, and
uh-huh.
if it's like, if it's 0, it probably wouldn't say anything, but like two products available or one
Yes.
product available or something like that. So when you click through, that you can buy it.
Yeah. Especially for the person that, like, maybe had a great experience purchasing plants from them and wants to buy more, like, from them. It was really easy. Like, build that into this experience.
Mm-hmm. So you have a
The
room
other,
object. That's really cool.
uh-huh.
So much opportunity
Uh-huh.
there.
I know. Well, and also, let me see. They also have other products that they're selling. So, like, I think like fertilizer. Let me see if I can find one here. Oh, yeah, fertilizers, soil. So you can buy other things, which again, like if I was looking at this
Mm.
plant, it would be so great to recommend
The
what type of fertilizer I
soil,
need.
and yes, and the
What
soil.
kind
I
of
mean,
soil?
certain plants like different types of soil.
You could have a whole, yeah,
Yep. So that would be like
all these
product
connections
to
here.
product, or even just like, so that's interesting. So would you have soil and product as two different objects too? So you have like just
Oh,
generally, this is a loamy soil,
uh-huh.
or cactus soil. So it can tell you like just cactus soil because you might have cactus soil available. Like I do. I have a bag of cactus soil. I don't need to buy the cactus soil. And then it could have like multiple sizes of bags or something, or premium cactus soil versus economy cactus soil.
Or, oh my gosh, what if you pick out all the plants and then it tells you what soil and how much to get based on these plants? Oh,
yes.
That would be smart.
Yes. Okay. Are we going to model it?
All right. Yes, I want to model it. Like we did a lot of talking there. Let's jump into our friend Whimsical. So these are our main objects here. Plant, product, room.
Yes.
So how would we model this? We were talking about this. So a plant can have many products.
Yeah, and probably zero. We did see that some plants don't have any products. So, and we would want to be able to navigate that way. And every product has one, if we're thinking about specifically plant products, right? Has one. Now that gets a little complicated because some of our products, because we do have soil.
Well, there was soil,
so
there was fertilizer, pots, tools.
Oh. Right.
So a product has 0 to 1. Yeah.
Right. Because if it's soil, then it doesn't necessarily have like a parent plant.
That's true. But it could have a parent plant that it works best with.
So I would probably model that as a different relationship. Because it's like,
so we would have like
one.
What if this is like type equals plant?
Plant.
Product. Type equals.
Then there would be a has one.
Soil.
See, even for a simple little thing, like we take some thinking.
So.
And then you have like your plant too. Oh my gosh, we have a tree system.
Okay, explain a tree system. Also, why can't I connect these here? Connect, my babies, connect.
I don't want to connect. Okay, so we have.
You'll have to connect that.
What? You can't connect them? Okay.
I don't know. Do you see?
So there's like this.
Oh, there we go.
You got it. Okay. There's this plant that's like the conceptual plant. It's just like snake plant. That's the one that has, and we can like play with some metadata in here.
What do you mean by conceptual?
So I mean conceptual, like it's just the snake plant. Like an instance of the conceptual plant is snake plant. Another instance of the conceptual plant would be golden pothos. Right. But it's just like the concept of golden pothos, right? It doesn't have a price tag on it yet because it's not a product, and it's not your golden pothos that's in a room, right? Golden pothos is not connected to a room. Your, I think
my golden pothos
this is like UXer's plant, right?
So let's bring room over here.
Yes, that's the thing that has. So just like for some kind of I'm just going to throw a little bit of metadata on each of these just to kind of identify them. So we can just remember like what is the difference between these, because we have the thing that you actually buy that has like a price and a size on it. Oh, that's ugly. Let's do like that. Okay. And then we have the conceptual thing that's like full sun, which would be like the light requirements, right? Right. That's just like the conceptual version of it. And then we have the UXer's plant that like, I don't know if you can actually do this right now, but that like might have like when, I don't know if you track your watering on it. With you do?
That's actually in it. Okay. Yeah. So like if I go to my plants that I have, okay. So if I go to my plants, I've got 3 plants. Boa Beauty right here in my living room. You can name them too.
So, okay, that's another attribute. You can't rename Golden Pothos. Golden Pothos, this is a permissions issue too. Golden Pothos, the conceptual plant, is not managed by you. You can't edit that.
Yes, I cannot edit that, but I can edit my plant.
But you can edit yours and give it a name.
Because then it also has other attributes like water it in 11 days.
Totally different guy. So tree systems, so our tree systems, we'll put the link to the tree system in the tree system article in the description. I got a long mind-boggly article on tree systems, but basically what you're running into is we have a conceptual version of the thing, and then we have like the more tangible real version. Like golden pothos, the plant conceptual, is not something that you can touch, but you can actually go and touch the user's plant, Allie's golden pothos. You can, or if it's snake plant versus boa beauty.
Boa beauty.
Yeah, tree system. And this is the nuance of OUX, of like, separating these out to figure out these relationships and how you would navigate through them. So actually, can you go back to your app?
Yeah.
Like, is there another isolated object? Like if I go to the snake plant conceptual, can you see boa beauty on there? Can you see your snake plants?
Ooh, let's go see. Okay,
Because
so if
you
I
should
go
be able
to
to.
snake plants, snake plant, general snake plant, conceptual.
Do your snake plants show up here?
One site available. What is that? Oh, it's suitable for this, but it's just telling me it's suitable for my room.
Which is awesome that they did that. That's cool.
Awesome.
But does the boa beauty show there?
Let me see. Where's boa beauty? Community. So they do have a social aspect.
Okay, so we could definitely play with user in there, but that's another day.
That's
another day, another dollar.
Learn more. Okay, wait. Why is learn more about snake plant? Where would this take me? Aren't I on snake plant? Let's find out.
It's like an article.
Well, that's confusing.
Okay, so we've got articles too. All right, it's another thing.
Got it.
But your snake plant isn't showing.
I found another isolated
And then
object.
on the other way, if you go to your snake plant, can you go to all this other information on snake plants? Are they completely isolated?
Boa beauty here. How do I get to learning about my snake plant? Today, recommended products, which is nice. There we go. I love that.
They connected that one there.
Update, schedule. Nope.
Boom.
You found one.
Boom. And how are you going to know that this is NASA's favorite plant?
Yeah.
Then you could be like, Boa beauty, did you know that you're NASA's favorite plant? So what we need to do is we need to make these, like the ones that are disconnected, red. Okay. So so a plant has 0 to many products. That is red, right? They're not connecting that, or is it the other way?
They're not. Yeah. Let's call out the ones that aren't there right now.
So that one's not connected, right?
A plant.
I'm going to get rid of soil right now. This is like getting too confusing. Can I get rid of this?
Yeah.
Let's just talk about these. Because there's so much here. Okay. And then so
the plant is, the plant's tied to the product. It's the product that's not tied to the plant.
So this one is good. They did that one.
This one.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. That's the one. And then this one is both ways. So a user plant has one like parent conceptual plant, and a plant, I don't like the top ones. There we go. Has 0 to many users plants, right? And both of those
missing
are completely disconnected. Now a room is connected. They did connect it to the user's plant, right? I think they connected room pretty well, right?
The user's plant is connected. Yes. Yep. The rooms are well connected.
And then a user plant does also go back to a room, right?
The room. Yep. That's a connection.
But I can only have one, right?
Yep.
A plant cannot be in multiple
rooms. There's only one boa beauty. No. Can it in real life? No,
I can't. That's
which
good.
Is great. It's modeled really well. That's modeled like how I would expect.
And then the conceptual plant, it also connects to room, right? It's like this conceptual plant, you could put it in this room. Did it not have that too in the app?
No.
Okay. Because that, you could say like, if you're...
Oh, it said one site available.
Yeah,
so there
it
is.
Does.
It's saying, I'm sorry. It is saying like it could go really well in this room. So
but if I go to the room, and when I go to the room, it does recommend plants, right? For that room.
Let me see. Let's see here.
I think it did.
Oh, they actually call them sites, not rooms.
Oh, shape-shifting label.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the site is called living room.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, so they do call it sites everywhere. We were just calling them rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think they connect
But
rooms
still.
really well. But then like this one, which is like they're so, and it's almost like they're so, it's probably difficult. It's difficult for a lot of people to conceptualize. I think that those are different things. But when you look at the detail pages, you can totally tell they're completely different.
Yes.
So yeah.
So much here.
So much
Yeah.
here. So yeah, this one I feel like is really egregious. We didn't even get into how it connects with people and how like people connect with people and
people who need people.
Share your plants and articles too. That's so interesting that there's like articles as well. And even like the different types of products too.
I mean, so much. And you can see like this is just a tiny system model. I mean, I don't know. We took not too long to do this. And this is like wonderful to show developers too. Even to have stakeholders and be talking about this in the room with them, like having just going and talking about what's actually like what is the truth of these things is so much easier than getting into design right away.
Right, because the design needs to reflect this. You really are going to want users to be able to navigate through these things because this is the natural way that they would expect to navigate through. Is based on their relationships. And also it just helps you understand the things better once you can like see the connections.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we hope that UXers out there, you can better identify some of these isolated objects and start making some system models here. Like we mentioned, we have some articles about tree systems since that is a whole beast of another topic.
Yeah.
And I'm curious in the comments, like, can you spot an isolated object in maybe a project or a product that you're working on? Like, let us know if now with this, you can kind of go in and do a little audit.
Yeah.
See if you can find one. Let us know what it is.
Whenever you feel that dead end feeling, there might be an might be an isolated object. Watch out for that feeling of like, I feel like I should be able to go somewhere really relevant from here and I can't. What is that relevant thing that you would expect to go to? Likely you are facing an isolated object and they're so easy to fix.
Yep. Yeah, stay tuned. I might fix this one and show you how I would add that.
Oh, yes, definitely follow on Instagram. OOUX We Did It Again. Allie's been doing really cool fixes, like fitting it into a reel in like 90 seconds. So yeah.
Got a nice Facebook Marketplace one there.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, if you're looking for more examples of isolated objects, check out the UX for Nonprofits. We look at World Wildlife Fund. That is a great one to look at some isolation on websites.
Yes, definitely. Awesome. All right. Well, happy OUXing, everybody.
Happy OUXing.
Bye.